close up of me sipping coffee. Just looks like Are you mocking me?
Welcome back to Collectibuddies!
Mimi invited me over to go floating with her, and I thought that just meant the pool. So I was like, yeah. And then it turns out to be all this creepy clown stuff. So Mimi, what are we doing today?
We're looking at my Pennywise collection. It's very small. It's not as big as I would like it to be, but it's growing. It's growing. Bit of a backstory is I don't like clowns. I remember I used to be obsessed with American Horror Story, and I think it was season 3. No, very first episode, there's Twisty the Clown who like comes out and does some not nice things to these people on a picnic. Terrified of clowns, but someone I used to know convinced me the second it was coming out in theaters and they wanted to go with me, and I said, well, do I have to watch the first one? And they said yes, so I did, and I don't know what it is about Pennywise, but I think he's really funny.
Oh yeah, he's a popular villain. I've seen the clips and everything, and they look fantastic. I just don't watch the movies because I fear jump scares.
It didn't work.
It worked a little bit, I just didn't show it.
The first thing in my Pennywise collection was actually this figure. Oh no. This figure here. I couldn't tell you what kind of a figure it is. I was just out and about with a friend once down in the East End, and I came across him, and I think he was like $20 or $25.
Oh, that's really good for that.
Yeah, and I thought that, I mean, for all the detail that's in this figure, it's insane. Like, even if you just look, we'll show a close-up, but all of like the cracking almost in his makeup on the top of his forehead, and all of like the scuff marks on his clothing. The only thing with this is that the balloon, because it's so top heavy, it doesn't always stay, like if you're moving it. When he's on the shelf, he's fine and everything, but if I move him around, the balloon always goes down. But this was the very first thing that I got in my Pennywise collection, which is kind of crazy if you think about that, because that was only like this time last year I got him, because it was over my March break that I went, and I had Funko Pops, but I hadn't started like collecting them as much as I normally do. So
you still like collecting figures like that when you get the chance? Like more detailed figures and stuff? Because like I collect Funkos and I collect other kinds of figures too. Like I'm all over the place. Like, or are you primarily Funkos right now? I'm
Funkos, but I do think like if I found a character that I really love, like Pennywise, and it was really detailed like this, I probably would at least consider getting it. And then I actually got all 4 Pennywise Funkos at the same time. Because if y'all know what Whatnot is, a friend got these for me. They were on a Whatnot auction and they saw them and they bought them for me because I'm a spoiled brat. But I got all of these at once, and honestly, like it is hard to choose a favorite, because I mean, I love the I Love Dairy balloon.
It's pretty detailed for a pop. This is one of the more detailed ones.
Right?
I like the cracks in the head.
So many cracks, the shadows around his eyes.
The gray outfit especially has lots of ruffles in it, so they captured it pretty well for such a small figure.
This one just with like the regular red balloon. I think this is more from like the first movie. I could be wrong. This one's not as detailed around the face. Like there is some cracking in the makeup, but the shadows around his eyes aren't really there. And he's like a little smaller version. And then we have the boat, the iconic SS Georgie, which for those of you who don't know, it's like one of the first scenes of it. But my favorite one out of these 4 has to be the Pennywise with the skateboard that says won't be there for him either. But yeah, so those are how I got those Funko Pops on Whatnot. I should go back on Whatnot, but again, I want to buy again. But anyways.
And then there's this little Pennywise right here, and he has the boat with him, like just like a little prop. He's like a little cutie.
Yeah, he's cute. He's a 5-star.
He's one of those 5-star figures,
Yeah, he's a 5-star figure. I saw him at this cute little shop. It was really interesting. It was in Pickering. I feel really bad. It was so long ago, I don't remember the name of it, but it was kind of like, it was like a semi-underground store. Above it was a daycare, and then like below it was this like
Pennywise.
Collector's
There was
place.
Pennywise below the daycare.
Yeah.
Creepy.
That's where he would hang out though.
Yeah, it's where he would hang out. It's appropriate.
Yeah, it worked. But they had this little guy, and he was only like $10 or something like that. And I was like, well, I need him for, cause like honestly, how dare he be so cute? So those are the figures in my collection. And then I just have a few little odds and ends here. I'm gonna save one for last because it's honestly one of my favorite pieces that I have. But I did go on Etsy, and I mean, we'll do close-ups of this, but I got a little it's the origami boat, but it's painted with Pennywise and all of the balloons.
Oh, that's really cool. I was wondering
him.
what that was.
Yeah, so I got this little pin, and then I also got these cute little earrings. One is the boat, and one is the balloon. And I think that's so cute. I love mismatched earrings that go together. Like if you had like a Zelda and a Link, that would be really cute, or like Mario Luigi, like.
Because it matches.
It matches, but it's different.
Yeah, yeah.
I also got this, I found this at a thrift store, and I honestly, I almost squealed when I found it. So on the back of my shirt, there's, there's, I don't know if you'll be able to see it that well, but there's each item for each of the kids. So I got that at the thrift store, and it was only a couple dollars. Like, I love finding those things when they don't know what it is. Because you'll go to a thrift store, and there'll be like a Walmart Nintendo shirt for like $15 because it's Nintendo.
Yeah, it's like, no.
And someone I know, they had a friend that worked at like a Value Village, and they say they don't look at anything other than the branding. So if it's Nintendo, even if it was a $10 shirt at Walmart, they're gonna price it $10 or higher at a Value Village. So when it's kind of a more obscure thing that they don't really recognize, you often can get it for cheaper. So this was only probably like $3.
That means we gotta go thrifting for F-Zero shirts. What are the more obscure Nintendo franchises?
I don't even know.
Kid Icarus.
Although if the game came in, they would probably price it really high. Because you see like $5 games that are on like eBay for $5 or like $20. Anyways, I digress. So I was really excited to find that, but I think other than like my Funkos, my all-time favorite thing.
You should frame this.
I do. I need to frame it, and I kind of don't want to like hold it up because I know there's going to be glare because I have a protective sheet on it. So we'll just do a close-up for y'all. But it is a custom painting that I had someone do for me. Now, I watch a lot of reselling YouTube videos, Harry Tornado, Retro Rick, Phoenix Resale, Pixel Plus, and there's a smaller channel, I shouldn't say smaller, but it's Froggy Flips, and he was at a convention one time, and he was talking to this guy that had an art booth there, and he tagged him in the video. So I went on to his Instagram and I reached out to him and I said, hey, like I saw you on the Froggy Flips video. I love the stuff that you do. Would you be interested in doing something for me? And he goes by Red Banana Art by David Clark. We'll tag him in the description here. I reached out to him, and his prices are really good. I mean, for a custom made piece, I think it was $50 for this one. And I let him have free range. I said I would love a Pennywise holding the balloon, and I would love it to say we all float down here. And he asked me, he was like, do you want to see progress updates with it, or do you want to just be completely surprised? And I said completely surprised, and honestly, he did not disappoint.
No, this is fantastic. I didn't know this was paint.
Yeah.
I thought this was like, not paint, but like some other medium, but this is really good.
Yeah.
You can tell it's paint by the balloon though.
Yeah.
Now that you say it's paint.
And it's actually really funny because he reached out to me recently and said, I can't believe it's been a year since the Froggy Flips video. And I was like, oh my God, like has it already been a year? And he's like, yeah, I was at the same con this past weekend and he was there again. So I made sure to watch that video. And lo and behold, there was a Pennywise painting at his booth.
Hey.
Yeah, so it was awesome. But yeah, Red Banana Art by David Clark. I highly recommend him. He's so sweet as well. Like just a genuinely nice person.
Yeah.
But yes, I need to get it framed. I've been procrastinating about that.
Guys, what kind of stuff do you collect? Do you collect Pennywise? Do you collect its stuff? Do you collect horror movie stuff? Like a bunch of it? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Hit the notification bell. Ding! We will see you next video.
Come float with us.